Insurance Business TV was recently in Philadelphia, attending the National African American Insurance Association conference. Whilst there, we caught up with leading insurance professionals who addressed some of the top challenges the industry is facing today.
I think one of the most important things is just the information itself. For example, I have been in the industry just for about 7 years, and while I understood insurance in terms of being a consumer, I really wasn't aware of it in terms of being the opportunities that were available to it. So organizations like NIA, just making sure we get access and information out about all the opportunities that are available in this industry. I think that's the most important thing. One, in being able to attract individuals that look like me, that are brown and black individuals. Outside of that, also just being able to show that we are all in these different areas. For again, NIA, is very important in that because there's so many people from the different aspects of the industry, and then we can learn more about what the opportunities are that are available. Yes, I think that NIA it is very crucial and very important, especially right now in the times that we're in, just for people to be able to see that there are people that look like them in I would call non-traditional roles. Insurance itself is non-traditional to some regards, just again, how I said, because some people look at it just like, oh, this is my policy for home, auto, or life or business insurance. However, with organizations like NIA, then you have the opportunity to see, oh, there is an adjuster, there's someone who's an actuary that looks like me. Well, what is an actuary? How does that impact everything that I see on the end as a consumer? So I think that it's very important for organizations like NIA that give that exposure and that platform for people to be able to have an opportunity to understand all the different opportunities that are available. Correct. For example, our speaker this morning, he put it so eloquently. He said that, in today's society right now, our progress is facing challenges. However, in the midst of adversity, we still have to push forward. This is the challenge we're facing now. However, there might be something different in the future. And so we just have to continue to make sure that we're staying the course, that our voices are being heard, that we're advocating for our piece of the pie, our seat at the table, our way to be in the room in terms of this industry, because again, we're all consumers. They're consumers of every race, creed, and color. So sometimes relatability is what's crucial in that. And so I think that's what's important, again, because we're always going to have adversity, and sometimes it's not how we react. If we can be proactive in understanding what we can do and how we can move forward, that's what we have to focus on and not get distracted by the outside noise. Yeah. So with our industry, it is a continuous ebb and flow. We always have to be ready to pivot. For example, when we had COVID and we're in quarantine, for our agency, we pivoted to life insurance. We do everything, but it's like that was what became more important at that moment versus us doing property and casualty or home and auto. So I think it's important that we're just ready to pivot, in terms of, okay, what's it going to look like today versus tomorrow? And then also being ready because we are essentially the mediator. So we have the relationship with our carriers, but then we also have the relationship with our clients, and just being able to balance the two, in terms of meeting the carrier needs, but then also helping the customer understand, well, why does it look like this? I don't understand. So we're, as advisors and agents, we're in a unique position, just to be able to be a part of that narrative and help, as we move forward in the industry.